So hello students, today we are going to learn about aspects of the visualization process. So in the previous session you learnt about what is meant by visualization. The thing here is what are the basic aspects you have to remember while doing any visualization process. So at the first level we should understand what we are going to understand from the given image or given data or whatever the data set you are going to use. So for example, we have a figure like this. So what we are doing here, if you see here, you are having different kinds of arrows, right? So one is moving towards top. Okay, if you observe here, one is moving towards the top. One second. Yeah. So one is in this direction. These are in this direction. Again, these are in different process. So these are called as pre-attentive detection mechanism. So whenever you see an image, you have to clarify or you have to analyze how the data has been distributed over there. So this is called as pre-attentive detection mechanism. So one of the first level is cognitive process, what we discussed. So in the cognitive process, so first level is your cognitive process where you have to have the pre-attention where you are getting the information from the photoreceptors from our eyes and forming some primitives. So like this, if I draw one square, so eyes will capture the picture and brain will tell that it is a square. So this is called as photoreceptors. Okay. Now in the figure what we have seen, whatever the portion of the figure we have seen in the one are like this, one are like this, one are like this. So this have to be identified clearly in the given image. And what is a logical border? Suppose, one second, we have to check in the figure. Yeah. So what is a logical border you are going to draw over here? Okay, if I take this example, how I can draw this border between this? And if you see here, one second, yeah. So how you are going to draw the border? So if I take this one, this is picture 1, like whatever the receptors you are taking, this is your part 2 and this is part 3. So this you have to identify, and what is a thin layer between these two images in the same context. So middle portion figure determines different, and you have to remember what are the conscious processing done for capability of the brain in order to detect the different shaped of objects. So photoreceptors plays an important role in order to receive the data and also identify what type of the object it is there and how you are identifying the different set of images which are placed over here, for example, like this. Okay, so the reader also can identify these things. And what are the visualization boundaries over here? So this is an example, and this mechanism is called as the pre-attentive detection mechanism. So this is a process where you will identify the boundaries between the group of figures in the same object. And another thing, difficult part is like you have to identify the image which is rotated. For example, if you identify the square, it is okay. Suppose slightly the square has been rotated like this. You will think that it is a rhombus. But the thing here is it is not a rhombus, it is a square. So the effort will be more. Suppose if I say this is different shape, this is different shape, right? It is very much easy, pretty easy. I can create a border in between this. But the thing here is when I take this one, like a square has been projected in different angle, then it is a difficult to understand by the brain and analyze the figure. Okay, this is an example. So same, the square has been over here, which is rotated in some degree, and also when you are rotating mirror image, real will be converted like this. So these are the mirror images which have to be carefully identify the detection system. Now, so next aspect is color. So now we have identified my first aspect as shape of this one. If you rotate, what will it happen? and if you have 3 different images, then how you are going to identify. Now next aspect is color. So whenever you are talking about color, color plays an important role. Suppose for example, now I am taking your class. What I have done, your title is different color, your background is different color, and the font color is different, and whatever the pointer I am using in red color. So if you see this, blue with the combination of red is good. If I take white, suppose if I change the color of my pen to white, what you will see? You cannot see anything, right? So color is one of the important aspect for your visualization, okay? So the goal for this one is, if you want to change anything, document clustering or search statement analysis, suppose if you have the complete document, I'll take some different colors for different aspects. For example, if you're doing any documentation, what you will do, for the headings, your font size will be 14. For paragraphs, whatever the paragraphs, I'm using 12. Complete font is Times New Roman. That is okay. But I'll say that the heading should be always bold and in blue color. Your paragraph should be in the black. For example, I'm saying, if you see the document, what happens, the section will be easily identified and you can easily remember the points clearly and you can easily capture that. Next, and for document clustering also, you can use very different kinds of visualization paths where you can give some constraints over the space and for the search criteria, okay? So one thing is, color also plays an important role in the visualization process, okay? So within the constraint space, when you are doing the clustering part, you have to take some constraint space between the content where you can give different colors or opposite colors in order to make the visualization better, okay? And these visualization tools will help for you to present the data properly and effectively and efficiently, and you can also change their size as well as you can also like navigate from one document to another document, or you can highlight the items which are interested or which are popular. Now the second goal of this visualization is, okay, so the information required for redefining the query. For example, already I have written one query. Q1 or Q1. Now what I am doing, I am using the same query 2 for different solution. Okay, for different solution, right? So this can be done all over the thing and you can easily identify, and this can be impacted with the visualization techniques, okay? So if you want to different total set of terms you want to define, and you have to get the additional from this one, and suppose if you want to go for the documents retrieved to indicate the importance of the term. For example, I'll tell you a simple example. Yeah. So you have the database. You take this is a database. You know what is meant by database. The data will be formed in the tables. Okay. Your rows will be there. And from this, I'll write some query and I get the result. Okay. This is a simple structure, right? Now what I'll do is, my database will be some, I'll create like this because it is a repository. Then all the relational diagrams or event that will be, okay, so you'll have all the attributes and here this is your table. Then when I write the query, so you'll have the query over here, and in the visualization I'll draw the graphs. Okay, so what happens when you see the complete structure without explaining, whenever I'll see this particular symbol I'll think it is a database, and you know this is ER diagram, and here I have written one query within the brackets and I got the result. Clear? Like this. So whatever the information which can be easily assisted with the help of the visualization representation rather than explaining with the words or a document, right? So next one is your link analysis. So first we thought with the how your perception, brain, how it is going to visualize or understand from the visualization. Second, what is the importance of the color. Third, what is the importance of the link. Okay, for example, when you open one website, okay, you may see so many things here. Click here, you'll have one dotted line. If you click, you'll get the redirected page. Okay, so instead of, if this option is not available for me, what I should do, I create a big web page. Complete data should be overloaded over here. Okay, so this will be not good, right? When you see the website, you will have home tab, and suppose if I am taking departments, I am telling about our NGIT website, faculty, students, like that. So when I click here, I'll only get the departments, I'll get the faculty names, students of each year. So I cannot mention all these things only in a single page content. So then it will not look good. Okay, so you have to organize them in the hierarchical. So if you want to show the link analysis, one is linked to another, and you can also represent the two-dimensional so that it will be easy to represent. So the hierarchy becomes large. Suppose what I have to do, if the hierarchy is becoming beyond your constraints or beyond your capacity. Okay, so then we have to do is you have to divide as, you can use from this Xerox PARC, which is a visualization technique, or you have a data map, or you have so many tools where you can easily use them. Okay, so finally, so what are the different aspects of visualization? This was a basic introduction. Thank you.